fishing. Well, I don't know about all that, but you know, my body of work speaks for itself. So whether or not I'm catching them or not, my body of work speaks for itself. I want to give a huge shout out to Joe's Tackle Box or Tackle Shop in Prineville, Oregon, for being for having some stuff that I needed. Well, didn't really need, but wanted. So uh, we're starting out with some crappie man baits, some Z man baits, and what? Yep, already got a bite. Already got a bite. Well, I did have a bite. Huh. Oh, I missed him. I wonder if there's crappies biting that soon. If they're just small bass. What up, Ron? Ugh. I can't seem to get them hooked. I'm thinking they're crappie. If they are, I gotta go get my basket from the car or the truck. That's just insane. I didn't know long sooner than hit the water and there's a bite there. So okay, well, let's get this one back out there, see if we can't repeat that and try to work this craw a little bit. So Joe's Tackle and Bait Shop in Prineville had some baits that I've been dying to try. And so huge shout out to them. Um for having some baits that I was wanting to try. So hopefully some point we're gonna put on some of them baits and show you what they are. Uh Sportsman's didn't have them when I was in Missouri back in November. They didn't have them at Bass Pro Shops. But huge shout out to them. Glacier Shark. What's going on, man? Glad you could join us. We're out throwing a crawl, Z-Man crawl right now. Uh, on a Z-Man jig head. And then we got a crappie man jig on the float rig and a gulp minnow. Which for crappie, you can't go wrong with that combination if there's any crappies to be caught. Now, if they are biting, then I'm going to have to put away the bass fishing stuff and work on getting crappies caught. But thanks for joining us. Usually I don't give a shout out to like tackle shops and stuff like that. But I felt like for them having what I wanted, they deserved a great big old shout out. And plus they're local in Prineville. Uh, I mean, I guess it's definitely Oregon. It's Prineville, so yeah, it's east of the Cascades. So yeah, I guess they consider it Eastern Oregon. Well, last weekend though, I was nailing some monster smallies at the Ochoco Reservoir, and I got a call this morning, or text message from a buddy, wanting me to go over there to Prime or Ochoco Reservoir this morning, but I'm like, no, I'm fishing over here at Prime Res, and the reason why is because I want to fish different spots. I don't want to fish the same spots and wear them out too awfully much. There's plenty of people wearing them out. Yeah, are you going live at some point to Lake Glacier Shark? You usually do go live. It seems like regularly, almost daily. Somebody just texted me. So at some point today, I'm going to get to showing you guys the baits that I got from Joe's tackle box at some point. Man, I got to get to Alaska, get me some of them halibut. Man, I wouldn't mind catching some halibut. 200 hooks. Woo! 200 hooks. Wow. Too bad I'm not allowed to set 200 hooks. That's quite a number of hooks there. Glacier Shark. Yeah, go check him out if you guys haven't already. Make sure you guys hit the like, comment, subscribe, and share button on this channel as well. Oh, Lumi's live right now too, so y'all should y'all should leave my channel. Go check out Lumi. She's in Washington. Carrie girl, what's going on? I love fishing too. Blue Wolf, what's going on, brother? Man, me and Blue, we had fun while I was down there in California. I got to get him back up here in Oregon and fish with me again up here. Earlier in the week, the winds, the me and old Two Guns, we were planning on bringing the kayaks out, and earlier in the week, the winds were supposed to be pretty terrible today. And then I looked at the forecast again, and then it said, "Oh, it's only going to be 2 to 5 miles." Nice, nice, nice. And decided not to because of what the wind said it was going to be like earlier this week. And then I looked at the forecast again yesterday, and then it changed, and I'm like, yeah, maybe we should have decided to take the kayaks out, but we didn't. We're trying to get that first fish in the morning. We've had 2 bites already this morning, 3 bites already, but that's why they call it fishing and not catching. We've been live for 8 minutes now. Hey, Blue, you gonna put any footage out from our fishing trip together there in California, or are you just going to set on it and just keep it in the vault? Because I believe you had your chesty out there for a minute while I was there. And the reservoir didn't even fill up this year. It's crazy. But I mean, it was expected when we didn't get the snow we needed this year. So, nope, no sponsors. Just giving a shout out to Tackle Shop for having what I needed. That's all. No sponsorships here. We kind of, we kind of get thankful for some of the things we get, and so basically what that is just me saying thank you for a small local shop here in Prineville, Oregon that had some stuff that I couldn't even get at Cabela's or the Sportsman's Warehouse. I probably could have got it online, but I just didn't go. So, and the owner of the shop ain't even met me. So the when I stopped in there to the shop the other day, the owner wasn't even in there. Well, I guess that was last weekend, last Saturday when I stopped in there, and they had what I was looking for, and so I thought, why not give them a shout out? They're at least worthy of that. Looks like a volcano. Oh, I missed him. No. Uh, there he is. There we go. There we go. Fish on. Fish on. Fish on, you guys. Fish on. What do we got? A little largemouth. All right. Woo! Largemouth. Beautiful, beautiful little sample. Not worth bragging about, but beautiful little sample. Got him on the Z-Man crawl. One thing I like about Z-Man crawls is their elasticity and the buoyant. And I'll explain that in just a second, you guys. There you guys go. Beautiful little 8 inch largemouth. Future kayak tournament winner. Let him go. Let's let him go. There you go, little buddy. All right. So now what I'm gonna explain this to y'all now. So basically, with Z-Man baits is you're throwing it out there. Most baits you throw out there and they just lay flat like that on the bottom. Okay. Basically, what Z-Man done was he went and he made these baits buoyant. So you throw it out there without no weight, it's gonna float. All right. So what you do is you put a jig head on there, or if it's a bigger crawl, you'll do like a Texas rig. And basically, what you do is you throw it out there, goes down on the bottom, and it sets up like this, like it's a crayfish fighting to stay alive, like it's on the guard to make sure it don't get eaten. So those pinchers and everything's going to be setting up in the water like that. And the go battle to save my life from getting eaten from a fish motion. So the Z-Man baits have got it figured out when it comes to lifelike baits. Instead of setting flat, it's in the ready motion to fight, which is a beautiful thing when you're fishing for really any fish that's going to eat a crawdad. That that ability to look like it's trying to get away, like it's going to fight you, like it's going to pinch you, and it's going to hurt you if it grabs a hold of you because you want to eat it. So it makes all the difference. All the difference. It truly does. Well, let's see if we can get another one. Maybe a bigger one. And I've got a lot of Z-Man baits. I got their crawls, I got their Ned rigs, I've got their shads, their swim baits. I've got a lot of Z-Man stuff. They're just a great bait. Their elasticity causes them to be durable. Means those fish can pull on them and pull on them, and less likely that they're going to fall apart. I'm not going to knock other baits because they catch fish, but when you got a bait that's put together as well as Z-Man baits are, it's hard to spend your money on something else. MJ Fishing, what's going on, man? Let's recast that crappie rig out there, and then we'll get back to throwing that crawl. I got a whole unboxing that's got to come out yet too on Z-Man baits. I bought $80 worth of Z-Man baits, y'all. Imagine that, spending $80 on fishing lures. Let's see what we got. What do we got? Thanks for saying nice bass. I appreciate that, baby. Um, hello and much love from Kansas. What's up, Kansas? I used to live in Missouri. I spent a lot of time in Missouri, and I spent a couple days in Kansas myself. Didn't spend a lot of time in Kansas, but definitely spent some time in Kansas. Glad you could join us. I'm having a great day. We're in Central Oregon. Just in case if you never joined us, I'm no longer in Missouri. I did do a Missouri trip last year. I done a California trip this year, fishing at Prineville Reservoir here in Central Oregon. Did the fish get a craw off their bait? Claw? Yeah. Oh, there's another fish. There's another fish. Yep, it did. It definitely stole one of the craws. There's another bass. Well, let's see here. Another smallie. There's a first smallie of the day. We're up to two species today. We got a largemouth and a smallmouth. Largemouth and a smallmouth, y'all. Now, this channel is like, this is one of those catch, kiss, and release ones. So, here's to the catch, kiss, and release of a beautiful future trophy right there, you guys. Beautiful fish. Yeah, I need to replace the the bearings in there. And I'm not going to do that right now. I'm too busy fishing. Too busy fishing to replace the bearings right now. But yeah, you're right. My bait caster's not supposed to sound like that. It just sounds like that because I need to replace the bearings. So, oh, just missed another one. Well, the bass are definitely biting, but there's no size to them yet. That's okay. Mm, Mo Styles, what's up, girl? Glad you could join us. We're catching some smallies and largies on the crawls today. Yeah, whenever your reel sounding like the way this one is, it definitely needs some new either bearing grease, or it don't always mean that the bearings need to be replaced. It could just be that you need to grease your bearings. I've been saying I'm going to grease them to find out if that's the problem, but I haven't done it yet. I'm a procrastinator sometimes. Um, but yeah, I definitely tore off one of my pinchers for sure. But it's still catching fish, and that's what we're after. Catching some fish, y'all. Joey, what's going on? Oh, I missed him. I didn't even bounce and he hit it. They do that from time to time. English by blah, 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 blah. I can tell even if I don't catch any crappies, I'm going to be catching bass today. I'll take. Oh, there's another fish right there. There's another one. Woo! Another smallie, y'all. Another smallie. Whoop. Beautiful little 7-inch, 8-inch smallie, y'all. As um as realistic fishing would say, a quarter pounder with cheese. A quarter pounder with cheese, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. Recast the crappie rig out there. Maybe I'm throwing too far out there because I ain't getting too many bites on the crappie rig. Throw it out there not so far this time. First cast I had a couple bites on it. This last 5 casts I ain't had no bites on it. So fish on. I didn't even balance it. I was busy taking out a bird's nest. Another largemouth, y'all. Largy city, smally city. Well, there are a lot of babies here right now. A lot of babies. And this water is cold because these fish are cold to the touch. I'm not going to complain about quarter pounders with cheese. Fishy finger jacks, what's going on, man? Jackson is how it's supposed to be said, but I always say jacks. I don't know why. Another beautiful largemouth bass. Two largemouth, two smallies. I'm telling you, in Central Oregon, if you're not fishing for largies and smallies at Prineville, or you're missing out on some good fishing. They're not always going to be giants, but but you can definitely find some giants in Central Oregon. I've done it. Definitely have done it. Last year I caught a really nice 4-pound largemouth, really nice 4-pound smallmouth. Last weekend I caught a 4.5-pound smallmouth and a 3.5-pound smallmouth out of Ochiko Reservoir. So we got some decent ones. Two Gun Paul and Bella and Alex is going to be out later on today, I think. My goal was not to be bass fishing this morning. It was to be crappie fishing. But I decided to try to get a fish off the get a fish early. That's why I decided to throw for a bass, because I figured I could get a bass, and then start focusing on maybe throwing a crappie rig out there and show you why I give a huge shout out to Joe's Bait and Tackle, or well, Tackle Box is what it's called, for having something that I can't find anywhere except for maybe online. And I should have probably just went and bought them online. Harmon Games, what's going on? So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these other rods away. I'm going to take out the ultralight, and we're going to just beat some water until we find some crappies. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. beat some water and try and get some crappies and bass and everything else on these baits. I'm really excited that I found them. I mean, I use the bigger version of this style bait, quite a bit. Beautiful day to be out catching a fish, though. Beautiful day to be out catching a fish. Maybe one or two more bass, and then we'll get to beating water like crazy until we find what we're looking for. Wrap around my float. I'm not gonna do what I want to do. Uh, all right. What up, fishy things, man? Glad you could join us this morning. Boy, you've been putting out some lives, haven't you, man? Bye. See you later. Later. Have a good day. 2 guns. What's going on? Catching the snot out of the largies and the smallies, man. No crappie yet. No trout, but largemouth and smallmouth are biting this morning. Joe's Tackle Shops. They're in Prineville, man. Stop by, see them, say hello. Tell them G-Man didn't send you. Just tell him that. Just tell him you heard about them. They don't need to know that I sent you. No, I'm not sponsored by them. I'm not got no. They're not giving me no money. They just had some baits that I've been looking for, and I decided to give them a shout out. So that's why this called Joe's. The title's Joe's Tackle Shop today. They had some baits, and I appreciated it. Yeah, you definitely gotta get them lives in when you can, for sure. Fishy things. Yeah, that might have been a bite. Could have been a rock too. When you're fishing them crawls off the bottom like that, it definitely can be a rock from time to time when you throw out there. Come on, one more bass. Then I get back. Then I'll get to being serious about what I come here to do. I am getting bites once in a while, but I'm missing a lot of fish. Maybe I'm moving the bait too fast, and that's why I'm missing fish. I don't know. There's a fish right there. There's a fish right there. Yep, little smallmouth, There you guys go. Beautiful little. We seem to be trending in the wrong direction here. If we're bass fishing, everyone wants some great big old giants, but I'm cool with these little ones. Gotta love them. Feisty and full of energy. Just want to say hi. Go back to where you came from, little one, and get bigger. Tell your mama, your daddy, your uncles, your aunties that G-Man is out here trying to get them. Started breakfast sandwiches. Nice, Mo. Breakfast sandwiches with Mo Styles. Oh, yeah. Breakfast sandwiches with Mo Styles. Oh, yeah. Mo Styles. Where's Albie? He ain't even stopped in yet and said hi. What the? We're gonna have Bella the fish finding pooch here today at some point. She can come say hi to y'all. Maybe not during the live, but she will say hi, even if it's in a video form. Oh, I didn't even jig it, and it just ate it. It just ate it on the fall from the cast, y'all. Woohoo! Feisty largemouth. Oh no, it's a trout. It's a trout. Oh my goodness, look at it. Look at that. Woohoo! Trout, baby. I was not expecting that. Third species of the day, y'all. Feisty little trout ski. Woohoo! Oh, hold on. Hold on. With my hand. With my hand. Oh, that's a solid. Look, he gone. Didn't get to kiss it, but I touched it, so it counts. I was wanting to show you it, but that trout had other plans. All right, one more fish, or one more, at least one more cast on that one. What up, Small Water Syndicate out of Florida? What's going on, man? You be rocking them larges down there in Florida. Them Florida strain large. Nothing wrong with that though. The fishing is good this morning. Yeah, definitely what you guys do. I got to get down there to Florida sometime. I got family down there. I've never been to Florida, so I definitely like to make it there for sure. Maybe if I make it down that way, I can hit you guys up and we can go fishing or something. My uncle, he lived there. He liked to fish, so maybe we can do something like that with him. Granted, it's an uncle I never met. But I'd like to meet him. Oh, I missed him. I just went to go bounce a little bit and what up, Rebecca? Rebecca, something. Man, I'm telling you, man. You guys, these Z-Man baits, they catch everything swimming. Everything. Whether it be bass, crappie, bluegill, um, trout. They just catch fish. So we got a total of 6 fish already. 3 largemouth. Nope, 7 fish. We got 3 largemouth, 3 smallmouth, and a trout. Somebody want to type that in the comments? I'll post that there on there saying how many we got. Unbelievably good morning of fishing, y'all. Albie's usually pretty good about keeping track of how many fish we catch. Mackie Lee, what's going on? How you doing this morning? We're having an absolute slave fest on the dinks, but I'm happy with that. Not every weekend can be filled with giants like last weekend was. Last weekend we caught 2 really big smallmouth and about 50 crappie. And the crappie weren't monster by any means, but the biggest one was probably 11 inches long. What up, Alex Clips? Good to see you in the chat again. How'd your tournament go? The last tournament go? Alex, he likes to fish in tournaments, so you guys give him a big old shout out. You got a 25 walleye, nice. That's a pretty good bag of walleye. Nothing wrong with that bag there. I think the most walleye I ever caught in a day was probably like 4, maybe 5 walleyes in a day. But that was like shoot when I was a kid. When I used to intentionally target them, I don't target walleyes too often anymore. I do try to catch them from time to time, but I don't. Oh, 25 inches. Oh, I got you. I got you. That's a big walleye. 25 inches. Yep, there's a fish. There's a fish. There's a fish. All right, we're gonna get to fishing. What is that? What is that? What is that? Another smallmouth. That's 4 smallmouth, 3 largemouth, and 1 trout. Rainbow trout, y'all. Pretty good mixed bag so far. Pretty good mixed bag. We got to get one more to have the grand slam. We've already got a triple. All we need is one more species, and then we've got the grand slam. Y'all, does it get much better than that? Maybe if you're catching giants and you're a giant fisherman, but I'm not about giants. I'm about catching some, kissing some, releasing some, and it don't matter if they're big or small. It's all good. Beautiful little smallie. Back into the drink you go, buddy. All right, let's put this away. We're gonna get out the ultralight and start ultralight fishing, y'all. No mo. Maybe later we'll go and throw the. Maybe later we'll throw the. Um, all right, you guys. All right, let's show you guys why we give Joe's Tackle Box a shout out. Come on. It's not because of this little guy, but has something to do with what we got to give him a shout out about. So I look for these things at Bass Pro Shop. I look for them at Sportsman's Warehouse. I can't find them at any of those places. So here we go. The 2-inch Keitech. I love Keitechs. When I was down in California, I was catching a lot of fish on Keitechs, but they were the bigger 2.5, 4-inch Keitechs. These are what I was looking for many years. Is the 2-inch. If they had an 1.5 inch, I would be happy with that too. But smallest I could find is a 2-incher, and I'm happy. So Keitech is why we're giving them their shout out. Found the Keitech there. We're going to put them to use, and we're going to try to slay them. You change profile pictures, yeah. We're going to go with that one because I feel like that's more of a natural color to start us off. And then we got 3 different colors to try, and we'll see which one rules supreme. We'll start out with natural, and then we'll switch if we're catching fish, just for argument's sake, y'all. And with that being said, we got to hit play on the chesty because this is kind of about Joe's Tackle Box and having what I was looking for. So, if you guys are in Central Oregon, you happen to drive through Prineville, Oregon, stop by, say hi to Joe. Maybe pick up a bait or two that you can't find anyplace else. I don't know if you'll find anything you can't find anyplace else, but I'm just saying they might have something you can't find anyplace else. They definitely had these 2-inch swim baits. Makes me happy. I'm going to show you how I rigged that up in just a second. 1/32 jig head, because it's a small bait. You don't need a giant hook. See, I'm going to measure it up like that. That goes almost half the bait. Okay, measure it up like that. If I need a bigger hook, I got a bigger hook. So, and I want it to come out right there on the bait. So we're going to go ahead and puncture this here bait. We're just going to follow it down to where we need to go. And then there you go. That is a perfectly rigged Keitech micro swim bait. Now, let's catch a fish on it, y'all. We're not going to be able to cast a mile with it. We don't need to cast a mile. Fish are going to be where they're going to be. And if we need a bigger jig head, I got bigger jig heads. So we can cast further if we need to. But for now, we're going to start off right there. Boost Busta Z, or however you say that. And so I may start out just casting out there and just slow cranking it, and then eventually try a jigging motion, because I don't know how they're going to want this bait presented to them. So you throw it out there, and then you do different variations of what you're doing to see if they want to twitch pause, a cast and reel, whatever might be the case, because you never know. what they're gonna want. Oh, the action on that is fire. All right, we'll put you guys back on the water. Let's see. Um, when do they open? I think they open at 8. I think they open at 8. And you guys don't have to tell them I sent you. Just say you heard about them, because I'm not about getting all the guts and glory about that stuff. They can. I'm just giving them a shout out because hey, they had what I wanted. Makes me happy. All right, I think we got this mess all situated. No wonder why I didn't get a bite. I was all wrapped up around my float. If you're not fishing properly, you're not going to get bit. All right, it's out there. What I do with my other rod? There it is. I'll send you $10 if you catch a fish bigger than 5 pounds. Well, whoa, that was a big blast right there. I don't know if I can cast that far with it. Oh yeah, I can cast that far. Y'all, welcome back to another episode of G-Man Fishing. We got the Keitech 2-inch swim bait for the first time ever, you guys. We are live streaming at this point. We just seen a big old blast on top of the water, so we decided to try to cast there. And so far, nada on this 2-inch swim bait, but we are going to get destroyed. We're going to catch some crappies on it. We're going to catch some bass on it. We're going to catch some trout on it. And I'm not asking for $10, y'all. I don't ask anybody watching for money. Not what this channel's about. This channel's about fishing and doing what I can. We're gonna jig it this time instead of doing a straight retrieve like we've been doing. We're gonna jig it a little bit this time to see if maybe it makes a difference. Of course, the jig head could make it to where I'm not getting bit too. Colors can make all the difference. All the difference. That kid Alex, I appreciate him stopping in and saying he's fishing these tournaments and stuff. Because that age and catching fish and during tournaments and stuff like that, man, that's a future right there. It's just like me being here on YouTube. That's a future right there. You know, and we need people like that. The youth making a future for people. Wow, boy, what's going on? And if they're out there fishing these tournaments now while they're young, oh boy, wait until they get into their prime and they're in these tournaments showing these older fellas up. That's a plus. You know, I wish I had the gustos to join more tournaments when I was younger. I just I didn't see it as a viable option back then though. Nowadays everything's a viable option. Not like it was when I was growing up. Boy, they don't seem to be wanting that swim bait at all right now. Maybe I just ain't figured out how to work it properly. But we're gonna continue to try to put a hurting on them, nonetheless. I just got to remember not to set the hook with so much gusto. I break them off with this ultralight. I tend to do that with this ultralight. Set the hook with too much gusto. Man, that swim bait is just too perfect not to get destroyed. That was the crappie man jig and the gulp minnow. And you can't get the crappie man jigs at the Joe's Tackle. They don't have them. But you can get the gulp minnows at Joe's Tackle. So that's a plus. Crappie man jigs you got to get at crappieman.com. Thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate it. Oh, there we go. Fish on. Little largy, little largy. Finally got one on the Keitech 2-inch swim bait. What's going on, David? Check that beautiful little large. Check that beautiful little large out, y'all. Just a beautiful largemouth bass, y'all. Mm. You know, why are you saying that on there, Tom Cook? I have I have to say, if you're going to be using language like that on my channel, one of my moderators is going to have to block you. We don't use that language here. We don't need it. There's no call for it. Beautiful, beautiful little largemouth. Let him go. Keitech. Yeah, that's going to get you some crappies at some point there, Paul. Just got me a little largemouth. Thank you. I appreciate that, Alex. Let's get another one. Uh-huh. Took long enough to get I thought it wouldn't take that long to get a bass on, or even a crappie on that little Keitech, but it did. That's all good, though. I watched that little largemouth follow it up, and then I stopped it, and he ate it. Makes me happy to be a fisherman. See them fish come up and just swallow it right there, just before you pull it out of the water. The trout are definitely active today. I see a lot of them rising, but I can't cast out as far as they are. Not even with my stillhead gear would I be able to throw that far out there. I mean, that's way out there. Pretty much have to be in my kayak or in a boat to get that far out there. West Texas, what's going on? We're catching some largies today and smallies. One trout. After this drift with the worm or the jigs and the floats, we'll go ahead and I think move down because I want to see if we can't find some crappies. So we'll go ahead and move down. You know, this swim jig underneath the float wouldn't be a bad idea either. It's just I'm not. I just don't want to put it underneath the float at this point. Probably could. Probably would work. And basically, I'm just fan casting out here all over the area. See, and I may land up. Well, thought that was a bite, but it might not have been. I may land up reeling in the jig and bobber uh, setup just so I can focus on the casting and reeling and not have to worry about a bobber. Of course, if I find crappies, I'm going to want that bobber out there. Oh, just missed one. Just missed one. Yeah, I know it's hard to find them bobbers. I was just at Sportsman's the other day, and they had the stillhead float, the addicted stillhead float, but they didn't have the trout float. Yeah, it's feeling like it's gonna get a little warm out here. Supposed to be overcast for the most part today, I think. Man, them trout are too far out there. I can't even reach them. I'm glad that they're out there being active though. That tells me that if one gets close enough, they'll bite. So that's a plus. Man, those trout, man, definitely a kayak fishing kind of day. There's many trout jumping out there. What doesn't even show that they have them? Oh, I got you. I got you. The site for the addicted guys, yeah. They're always sold out when I go to addicted.com. Always sold out. So I'm like, well, how you guys supposed to run a successful business if you ain't ever got your stuff in stock? Now, when I was growing up, some folks thought that it was ludicrous for me to spend time fishing. And they thought if I spent any more than twice a year fishing, that it was a waste of time. Look at me today, making content for you nice folks, having a good time catching fish, and catching more fish than I probably ever would have if I would have took their advice. I'm so glad I'm a rebel. I'm a rebel. I like being a rebel. Go against the grain of what everybody thought I should be. They told me to cut my beard or be clean shaven and keep my hair short, and don't understand that. Here I am, long beard, long hair, and catching fish and doing everything they told me not to do. And doing it for you guys. So that makes me happy. Going against the grain. Pays off, it really does. I mean, it don't always pay off if you're going against the grain in a non-positive way, you know. To me, fishing's positive. Long hair is a positive thing. A beard is a positive thing. It truly is. There we go. Fish on. Oh, yeah. Fish on. Another trout. Woohoo! Second trout. Wow, feisty. Feisty. I told you if we could, if they come close enough, we can get them to bite on the Keitech. I told you. I love it when I'm right. I love it when I'm right. Look at that beautiful trout, you guys. Look at it. Look at it. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control and I think I like it. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Go. Let's go. You want to talk about exciting? That is exciting. Woo! Second drop of the day. Yo. Hold on, hold on. Get you back in the water. Just hold on, hold on, hold on. Put it back in the water. Give him a pliers out here. Wet my hands again. Back in the water. Hmm. There you guys go. Back in the water. Let's go, you guys. Let's go. Huh? Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, Keitech. Let's go, you guys. Let's go. You know what? We'll stay here another 5 minutes or so. Got that trout. That's two trout on the spot. So that makes let's see. Let's see, that makes 5 smallmouth, 4 largemouth, and 2 rainbow trout today, you guys. I would say that we're having a pretty good day so far. Well, you know what? We don't have to fit into the mold that everybody wants us to fit into. Haha. Let's go. The biggest smallie is probably 8 inches, maybe, if we're lucky. If we're lucky, 8 inches. We haven't caught nothing really big today yet, but hey, we're catching fish. That makes me happy. We've only caught 2 fish on the Keitech so far. Everything else was on a craw, a Z-Man craw. Well, tell your wife, David, I said hi. Oh yeah, 7 to 10 to gain 1 pound. Yeah, depends on how round they are. Yeah, baby. Fix this Keitech up a little bit. It's not setting properly anymore. 2 fish in and it's not setting properly, but that's okay. I don't mind. Oh, that makes me so stinging happy. I said we could catch a trout on that Keitech, and sure enough, we did. Sure enough, we did. Ooh, it's getting toasty out here. Ed Sh- Ed Shriver. River. However you say that. How you doing today? Hi, shut up. Oh, okay. Well, this is my channel, so if I want to be loud and proud, I will be. When it's your channel, you can say whatever you want, but it's not yours. It's mine. It's been my channel for 7 years now. Well, it'll be 7 years. I'm just kind of wondering at this point. I'm sure he's just trying to be funny. I'm sure he's just trying to be funny. That's why I was trying to be funny back. If he's serious, well, I'll just have a moderator blew him out of there. But for now, he's cool. Oh, what in the world happened there? My rod tip came off, guys. That don't usually happen. That usually don't happen. That was just my. I don't know what that was. Preach, brother. Preach. I don't know. Am I preaching? Boy, last weekend, Paul got to see a masterpiece put together last weekend, I think. And it was too cold to be in the water, too. I have to say. Uh, but I was still in the water. Last weekend, I had to get in it to win it. And I did. Last week, I think I put on a pretty good, pretty good, um, a pretty good clinic of how to freeze your tail off to catch a fish clinic last weekend. Yeah, I agree with you. It was pretty nuts of me to get in the water when it was that cold. For sure. Rick Young, what's going on? No, this is Lake. This is Prineville Reservoir in Central Oregon. What this is. That is true. That is true, Mo. There it is. So very true. I'm not even sure where Lake Powell is. I don't even think it's in Oregon, which is where we are, is in Oregon. I'm thinking after this cast, it's time to move down some. grab all my stuff, and unless we catch a fish or get a nibble, we may have to just move on down. So one more for good measure, and then we'll move. Just because we don't want to move, without saying we at least tried. I think it's definitely time to move because I'm here to look for fish. I'm not getting bit. I need to be moving. That's how I'm going to find them crappies if I'm going to find them today. By hitting them and moving, hitting and moving, hitting and moving. I've got 4 rods on me. Um, 2 meant for, well, really 1 meant for bass, but the thing about it is any one of these rods can be used for bass or crappie. So I've got 4 rods on me, 1 float rod, and well, one of the 4 rods is a float rod, but it can be used for bass or crappies, you guys. And then I've got the ultralight spinning reel, and then the BFS ultralight bait caster, and then the Shimano Corrado DC. So I've got uh, everything covered. So if I wanted to go with a creature bait or something, I could definitely switch to that if I wanted to. All right. Whew. To the next spot we're at. All right. Whew. Fat cat, what's going on, brother? Whew. Whew. Chasing some bass and trout and hopefully some crappie at some point. So far, we've caught smallmouth, largemouth, and rainbow trout so far this morning. And I almost kept the trout, but I didn't bring my basket with me, so here we are. No fish in the basket because I didn't bring my basket down with me. But I've already got enough stuff to pack, so I thought, well, packing the basket was asking a little too much this morning. And right now we're throwing a Keitech, 2-inch Keitech back at. on a 1/32 ounce jig head. So that's what we're doing. Petting or hurting on as many fish as we can. Or they're putting the hurting on us, one of the two. One of the two. Well, basically what I do is I find a structure that I know is here. Um, when it comes to crappie fishing, big rocks, if you find big rocks or you find docks or you find weeds, vegetation in the water, a lot of times you can find crappie. So basically their structure, they like structure. And anytime you can find something that they like, such as, see those buoys out there? I don't know how you guys can see that buoy out there. They could be in something like that. Or I'll show you one other thing that you'll be able to see as well. I feel like we're gonna catch a monster smallie today. I don't know if we'll catch a monster largie, but I have a feeling we're gonna catch a big smallie today. A big smallie at some point. Anyways, that rail down there, that metal rail we're just fishing by, um, right down there, basically that's structure as well. So I mean, really all I'm doing is fishing structure and looking for structure I know is there. Um, and what I mean by structure that's there is these are reservoirs, so they fluctuate up and down. During droughts and stuff, they don't fill up, and then you can find the structure during the famine or the droughts. And so you got to make that mental note of these places when the reservoirs are filled up of water. That way, when you're looking for crappies or even bass or whatever structure oriented fish, if you're looking for the structures that you've seen during the drought, oh, there's a fish. There's a good fish. Good fish. Smallie or largie, one of the two. It's definitely bass. It's a good fish. Good fish. Probably the biggest of the day, I feel like. The way he's fighting. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Big fish. Big fish. Big fish so far of the day. Big fish, y'all. Big, big smallie. I told you we were going to get a big smallie, y'all. I told you we were going to get a big smallie. A big smallie. We got a big one on the 2-inch Keitech. Oh, yeah. I knew we were going to get destroyed. I knew it. I just didn't know where exactly we were going to get destroyed, but I knew we were going to get destroyed at some point this morning by a big smallie. Woohoo! Check out that smallie, guys. Woo! Check out the size of that smallie. Come here, you guys. Check out the size of that smallie. I mean, that's a good, solid smallie, you guys. I knew we was going to get one. I knew we were going to get a quality one on the Keitech. Yeah, check that out. Chesty Mode needs to see it too, you guys. But you know, it's what we do, you guys. I mean, putting in the work for you guys, teaching you guys techniques, teaching you guys what to use to catch fish. This is what we do, y'all. This is for you guys, for myself. When I'm out here learning, I'm teaching you guys. Oh man. Let's let this one go, all right? It's a beautiful sample. Mm, let's let her go. Later, girl. Let's go. You know, oh, it just makes me so excited to do this, guys. You know, plenty of people might have ate that fish. And you know, if I was hungry enough, I would have ate it. But you know, I'm just out here having a good time. You know, sharing my day with you guys. Hopefully, you guys are learning something, getting educated on this. So that's 6 smallmouth, 4 largemouth, and 2 trout, you guys. If somebody wants to put those numbers on there, I will I will pin it. If not, that's fine too. It just helps people that are joining for that hadn't been in the chat to know what's going on. So I appreciate it when you guys um, allow me to pin it. You know, that Keitech is pretty well tore up, but we'll keep fishing it. I I knew we were gonna get destroyed by a big small. I didn't know when. Well, we did it. As soon as he hit, I knew it was a good one. Knew it was a good one. So if I'm not mistaken, that makes a grand total of 10 fish, 12 fish, something like that. And if you guys want to just have fun, you guys could just say, we've caught zip, zilch, and nada. K-Dog, MK, what's going on? You went fishing yesterday? Woke up in the hot, what? What? You went fishing yesterday, woke up in the hospital? Oh, there's another fish. That's another good one. I don't think it's as big as the last one, but that feels like another decent fish. It ain't nearly as big as that last one. That might be another nope, another bass. Largy, largy, largemouth. Let's go, you guys. Let's go. Woo! Largemouth. You really can't make this stuff up. You really can't. 2-inch Keitech with the pink jig head. Slay festing, some bass and some trout. Beautiful, beautiful largemouth. Frigid fish too. It's cold water. Let's let her go. All right, 5 largemouth, 6 smallmouth, and 2 trout, y'all. And my buddy Alex looks like he just showed up. All right, I pinned that Mo style. Just fan casting area, covering as much water as possible from one spot, you guys. Oh yeah, I've caught in largemouth, smallmouth, and trout. But I didn't bring my basket, so I didn't keep none. I know, right? What the? It's in the truck. I do have it. I just don't have it down here with me. I knew you were coming. Yep, that's true. You never know what you're gonna catch. You come to get some fish? Well, bring a basket down, and I'll start pitting fish in the basket. Yeah, he will. He always does. He likes to keep fish. But Nita's with him today, so we got a surprise. We got a guest today. Nita's with him, his sister. So that's a plus. She's like, I come to get my fish. So it's like, well, bring the basket. I'll start filling the basket. What up, Antonio? How you doing, buddy? Watch me say I'm gonna start putting fish in the bucket and then have a hard time catching anymore. Well, I've caught in plenty of them today. I just haven't kept none. I've caught in largemouth, smallmouth, and rainbow trout so far this morning. I need one more species to have a grand slam. Yeah, she can be for sure. She definitely can be a fish slayer. Toby, what up, Toby? Toby, the fish still in pooches here today. I don't know if he's a troublemaker, but he's definitely a fish still in pooch. You know? Yeah, today is a pretty good day. It's supposed to be windy, and then it changed to being almost no wind. So I'm like, what in the world is wrong with the forecast? Yeah, beautiful morning is right. Beautiful morning. I'm hoping yet to find a crappie, but I think I'm gonna have to go more towards the point to get the crappies today, because everything else has not panned out yet. So dang it, I'm about ready to move them for spots again. Yep, that's true. They are funny. If you guys haven't seen Toby selling fish before, you guys should go back and watch that short video. Well, the dock ain't exactly underwater this year. I didn't get full enough to put the dock underneath the water, so we knew with the lack of snow, it was going to be hard to fill up the reservoir. So, and it did not fill up at all, David. Trust me, last year I caught a lot of fish at the dock, a lot of crappie at the dock, but ain't no water there today or this year. There's bound to be crappies in here someplace. Just got to find them. It's always the case. Could be kind of early yet. Who knows? This is a smaller body of water than Ochco Reservoir, so it does take longer to warm up too. And all the fish I've caught today was ice cold. No, I forgot, Alex. One more cast and we're gonna move. One more. We're gonna move because we ain't getting no bites. All right, we're gonna move. We're gonna move, y'all. Doop, 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 doop. All right, get all of our stuff ready, and we'll go ahead and still no fish. No, we've caught a couple fish, y'all. Antonio, just maybe not since you've been watching. All right, you guys, let's move. Moving on up to the east side. Get you guys set up here in a comfortable position so you guys don't flop over. All right. Crappie J's going back out. And then we'll get back to throwing a color to it. We may even switch colors just for argument's sake. But right now we'll stay with the color we've got. Was it speeding? Probably was. You're probably right, Mo. Probably was speeding. There we go. Fish on. Fish on. Oh, nice trout. Nice trout. Nice trout. Nice trout. Trout on, you guys. Keitech. Let's go. Where's your bucket, Anita? I got a fish for you. That one is killed it. Choked it. That one's going to be kept, you guys. So I don't care how it's handled, really. Ooh, he stole my minnow too. My my Keitech, you guys. Drag gripper is right. Look at that, beautiful. Oh, better show the other side. It's good side. A trout. Yep. Need to lay clams to it. It's like I come to collect my fish, so. So here's a trout. What up, hello? Hello? How you doing? Hey, bud. How you doing? Okay. You have a rope? Hey, it's in the truck. Oh man. It's okay. We'll make do. Yeah. We'll make do. We'll make do. Uh-huh. All right. We put that one in the basket, you guys. Now we're gonna try a different color kayak. The trout are definitely biting today, y'all. Definitely biting. Where's the crappies at though? Where's the crappies at? That's 3 trout, 4 largemouth, 6 smallmouth, you guys. That's a pretty good number, I think. Let's, for argument's sake, this time try the pink one. Maybe the crappies are partial pink, you guys. Blue wolf. Let's try a pink one. Maybe crappies like the pink one better. What do you think? That last one that we put in a basket, he just decided to steal my Gultman or my Keitech. Boy, old Blue seen firsthand what a Keitech could do when I was down there in California with him. Saw firsthand them big old trout. They like them Keitech. We'll try this one for a while. Listen to while you're trolling 3 fish day for yourself. Nice. You kept the big brown. Nice, nice, nice. So we're just gonna take that and we're just gonna thread it on there, just like that. And then we're gonna pop it through, perfectly lined up. Time to catch one. 20+ mile wind. Wow. I don't know how I don't get any fishing done today there, fat cat. 20+ mile an hour winds. Whee! Yeah, congrats on the brown there. First time I've ever used the 2-inch Keitech, but I figure it's just a 2.5 inch and a 4 inch and a 8 inch Keitech catches fish. The 2 inch would catch them, but I was hoping for more crappies than anything. But so far, it's been everything but crappies. I ain't gonna complain too much. Too much. Yeah, that's my floater. See, that's my floater. Alex just seen my float, and he's like, "Here's the floater." I'm like, "Yep, that's my floater." Trust me, there should be. I've been sleigh festing them today. I've gotten 13 fish today so far. Yeah, 13 from my count. Anyways, I could be off by one or two, but I'm pretty sure it's 13. They're jumping everywhere. So I don't know what you mean by they're not. They're there. I don't know why they're not biting. I'm using right now. I'm using a Keitech swim jig, a little bitty 2-inch jig. Yep, that's what I'd be sleigh festing them on right now. No floater. I got the floater out there with a gulp minnow and a crappie jig, but I've been catching everything on the Keitech swim jig. I just switched to the pink one because that last trout I caught decided to steal my Keitech. So he went in a basket for stealing my Keitech. I caught some bass on the crawl, and then I caught a trout on a crawl too. Yeah, that might be a good idea. You wouldn't want to get your head burnt. Your hat would be a good idea. Thanks for bringing the basket down. Um, if it gets full, we will, but for now, I don't think so. They're out there. You just gotta find them. I don't know why everybody's saying there's no bites. I've caught plenty of fish. Okay, 2 guns. See you pretty quick then. No, there's nothing I need, Paul. I got everything I need. I got everything I need, Paul. So how you been, Nita? I haven't seen you in forever, it seems like. Really? Wow. That must be exciting. Is it the first time you've been there? Wow. What's up, Justin? Yeah, I'm live streaming tonight. I can't really answer your text messages, but yeah, I've caught in 3 trout, 6 smallmouth, and 5 largemouth, I believe, is what it is. So yeah, and one really nice smallmouth, Justin. Everybody else is saying the fish aren't biting though. I'm catching them all on the 2-inch Keitech in the crawl that I got from Joe's Tackle Shop. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me if you got that many over 4 pounds already this morning. I mean, Ochko's got some good fish in there for sure. No, they're not spawned. None of them even look like they're pre-spawn out here. They don't even look like they're pre-spawn, Justin. No, they're none of them even have a belly on them. I mean, they could be, but I doubt it. Switched to a pink Keitech, and I ain't got a bite since I switched. Maybe I need to switch back to the other color, more natural presentation. Right out in front of you, Nita. Yeah, they are. Did you try spitting on your hook? Did you try spitting on your hook? You're taking your spit on your hook. Sometimes that's what it takes. The spitting on your hook to get bit. Yeah, pink's usually pretty solid for catching fish, but so far I ain't had one nibble on a pink one, so I might switch to another color. Yeah, I agree with you on that one, Mo. All right, I'm going to take a minute here and start pulling off layers because it's starting to get a little warm out here. Starting to get a little warm. Was not expecting it to be quite this nice out. Something ate your worm? Well, yeah, they're hungry fish. Whoa. Sally, what's going on? I need to catch your bait. Oh, you need to change your bait? Yeah, I probably do. Because it's been a minute since I had a bite. Probably do. Make sure you guys aren't going to fall over. How you been, Alex? I know you've been busy. What's that? Oh, yeah. I see that. I'm going to roll in and recast her in just a second. I got it. What's that? You're going? Oh, yeah, he's going to be here at some point. When? I don't know. He'll be here. Yeah. He said he's on his way sometime in the near future. Two Guns? You met him with Stay Fishy. Two Guns Paul. Okay, let's see here. Was I changing my color or not? Did we say I was changing my bait color? You guys? I can't recall. We said so. Yes, no, maybe? I switched to pink and I ain't got a bite yet. I'm about ready to switch from pink to another color. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, I was. Okay. Okay. All right, last cast with the pink one, then we'll switch to a different color. Hand server. You missed all the decoys I caught, man. All those decoys you sent me, man. You missed every one of them. There was what, 6 small mouth, 5 large mouth, and 3 trout. I think it was 3 trout. I'm sure it was 3 trout. All right, we're gonna switch the pink one out. It ain't catching no fish. Decoy concert, huh? Yeah. Let me reel mine in and I'll get it out your way. I'll get mine out your way. Mhm. All right. We'll try this other color one this time. Still more of a natural color, so I feel like it's gonna give us our best chance of catching a fish. Not exactly the same, a little bit different color, but it's gonna give us more of a chance because it's more natural. Pink works for whatever reason. I don't know why. Another batch of French onion soup. Wow. That's what I'm having today for dinner when I get home. Ron? French onion soup. Your recipe, to be exact. Delicious. I blame you, Ron, for giving delicious recipes out, man. I truly do. If you guys haven't tried Ron's soup, maybe if you're nice enough to him, he'll share his recipe with you. Or maybe he'll just tell me to post it and I can post it on my channel. One of the two. I don't know. All right. 2-inch swim bait going out. Yeah, I would love a goulash recipe. I grew up eating goulash. I like goulash. But yeah, I'm glad to have a recipe there, Ron. I'll try your goulash. First cast with the another color. They're jumping out in front of you guys. See, we're right out there. Yeah, yeah, but they're still jumping in front of you guys. Me either. Me either. Go, bro, brother. Just win. No bites for a while, you guys. Not since that trout. There we go. Fish on. Fish on. Come off. No. What the? Um, mostly Keitechs. Mostly Keitech. All artificials. He came off, you guys. Sorry. Can't believe I missed him. I had him pinned too. Kind of makes no sense at all sometimes. Yeah, so far it's me, the pink one. Had one bite compared to the pink one. Didn't have no bites. Well, but I let it sink forever before I started moving it because I was like, yeah, maybe I'm not getting deep enough. I just got back from do a decoy fest, a country music festival. They had Hank Decoy Jr., Charlie Decoy, and Brooks and Decoy as the main attraction. Nice. Blue, nice. Pretty good, pretty good. Where's Albie at? He hadn't showed up yet today. Maybe he's too busy. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. He was in. That's right. He was. Yeah. Okay. I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Texas. That's right. A flocking good time. A flocking good time. But yeah, this is all I'm using there, Mister uh, Alex. She got one. 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 Yeah, she got one. Neela's got a fish. Neela's got a fish. What you got? What you got? Is it a pike minnow or is it a bass? It looks like a bass to me. Nice. Nice. Nita got a bass, y'all. Yay, Nita. And here they're telling me that fish aren't biting. The fish are biting, just maybe not as much as they would like them to be biting. Nice fish, Nita. Yeah. All right, you guys, I'm back. I got hung up a little bit there. I had to go get it unhung. Okay, back out there. What's that? Yeah, yeah, nice. Congratulations. Is he going to help you or you need me to come down there and help you? Ah, the pliers. She's down there enjoying life with that fish. She loves her fish. Yep. I don't blame her. All right, you guys. I think we're gonna make another move. Not the most productive spot. Move on down. Move on down. Keep moving. Sometimes that's the best thing to do is just to keep on moving on down. Yeah. Careful, don't fall. I got to run up and go get my stringer so my basket don't float away. Over there. So, yeah, I don't want my basket to get away from me. Whew. All right. Okay, I'll be back. I'm gonna run up and go get my basket. Yeah, you want to entertain these guys on the live stream? What's that? Well, you got a trout and a bass, so I think you got enough for two people. You got the trout I caught, and then the bass you caught. Whew. I'm gonna. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna leave you guys here, and they're gonna entertain you guys, or maybe not. I'm gonna get my string so my basket don't float away from me. That would be a bad thing. I'll be right back, you guys. You guys can dance in front of the camera or something just to entertain these guys. I'll be right back. Right up here. Right. I think the closer we get to the point, it's gonna be better for the crappie. Closer to the point. Oh, what am I doing? Well, because I'm fishing, trying to find them along the way. And I haven't found them yet, so I'm thinking maybe they might be close to this point. I'm willing to fishing until I find something. And then you see if you're moving further and further away and you find them, then you can let us know. We'll come back. We'll beat you up for all your shopping, okay? Yeah. Mhm. Exercise, exercise. Okay, I'm back, y'all. Didn't need to keep you guys company while I was gone. Yeah, you saw her little pupsy. It's the he's a fish stealing pooch. Poop. He likes to steal people's fish. Nothing wrong with that, I guess. Nothing wrong with that, I guess. All right, I think we're ready. Whew. Back to it, you guys. Back to it. Good to see you out fishing again. So, what'd you catch your bass on? A worm and a nice. I know. Come on, fishy. Come on, Brucey. Come on, Lucy. Just for argument's sake, I'm going to switch back to the crawl for a minute because I feel like there's fish here and I'm just not getting them. I might be working the bait too fast, maybe not slow enough. I think there's fish here. I need to. I think I'll get the crawl out and throw that a few times, just for argument's sake, you guys. But I feel like there's fish here. I feel like there are fish here. This one, I'm pretty much forced to. I feel like with the crawl, I'm pretty much forced to slow down. So you're just throwing it up there and just bouncing it and just setting it, bouncing it, letting it sit to where a swim jig, I can just keep swimming it, keep swimming it, keep swimming it. Feel like maybe slowing it down some. Might be able to get another bite or so. Might. Or just get a rock, which is what I just did. Hmm. Uh, maybe today it will be a Bruce or a Loose or a Sam. Maybe. You never know what kind of day it's going to be when you're out fishing. Hey, what's up, Two Guns? How you doing? Yeah. You never met Alex before? And that's Nita, his sister. There we go. Fish on. Fish on. Oh, no. Came off. No. Oh. Well, I wasn't paying attention when you hit, and uh, I think that's part of the reason why I missed that one. So how you been, Two Gun? Yeah, I had one on. What's that? Oh, I think I've got 3 trout. There is no thinking. I got 3 trout, 5 largemouth, and 6 small. And I've only got one in a bucket, but I gave it to Nita already. So no crappie yet. So we're still working on the crappie. Yep, no crappie yet. So your cats enjoyed some crappies, huh? Your cats enjoyed some crappies, huh? Good, good, good. Well, I think I gave you like 23 fish that day. Did you flay them out or did you just gut them? Gotcha. Flaying is a lot easier and a lot quicker. But you don't get that crispiness on a flay that you do. Yeah, yeah. Was Joe's open this morning? Was Joe's open this morning? Yeah. Gotcha. Gotcha, gotcha. Uh-huh. I thought they opened at 8. People sees me put that Joe's on there like, are you sponsored or something? I'm like, no, I ain't sponsored. I just appreciate the fact that they had what I needed. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I gave them a little shout out. And even if just one of the people who watch my channel stops in and says hi, then it done its job, you know? I said if at least one person stops in and says hi, that at least done its job. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah? I think the point's probably going to be better. Yeah. For crappies, anyways. Well, no, I mean, they're still biting occasionally, but I just feel like the for the crappies and stuff, I think going more towards the point's going to be better off. Normally, I don't feel that way, but being that I fished this whole area, I haven't found one crappie. Uh, I'm thinking maybe the point. It is when it's underwater, but there weren't a fish right there in front of us. I think we're gonna give it about another 4 minutes on this live stream, and then we're gonna get off here, and we're gonna go chase some fish. Cause I want to find some fish. It's easier to chase fish without dragging a tripod and camera along behind me. So I think that's what I'm gonna do after at about 10:30. Get off this live stream. Where's Bill at? See, you know that spot where we were fishing earlier this year between those sets of rocks over there? I think that's where they're gonna be. Yeah, those sets of rocks there over towards the point. Yeah, like where we were fishing before the water came up. I think that's where they're gonna be. Can't guarantee it, but I've searched every place else. Yeah, I'm gonna move down there as soon as I'm done with this live stream. It is. What's up, Joey? How you doing? All right, you guys, we're gonna get off this live stream. Y'all have a good and blessed day. Ah, a good and blessed day, y'all. Remember to catch, kiss, and release the fish once in a while. It ensures a future fishery for all. So, you know what time it is. This is G Man Fishing. We will see you on the next one. And we are